Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at the Drake Buccaneer. So, welcome to Drake, because this is our first episode on Drake. And we've got a lot more at that actually, so this is going to be a long set of videos. But yeah, so in here we have a nice looking cockpit. This is actually really nice actually, I wasn't expecting it to be this nice, but again, flight ready. It's looking very nice, and we have a whole lot of firepower. Jesus! I wasn't expecting this much, but the Drake Buccaneer is an interdiction ship, so it means that it is supposed to interdict you. No, but yeah, let's have a look at these buttons. What buttons can we press in here? So we've got open pilot canopy, we had one over here somewhere. Power off, power on, engine on. Yeah, that's about all we've got. We got everything in here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, let's have a look at what these guns can do then, shall we? That's insane. This thing it just feels so small, but it has like, it's insane. It's like the guy who you don't expect to have a minigun has a minigun. Like, you go in Fallout and you go up to a guy and you punch him and he turns around and he's got a bloody minigun out of his back pocket. This is the kind of thing that you would do if you wanted to shoot one of these. That's just insane. So the two cannons on the side wings here, on the wings over here and here, those ones are size 1 yellow jacket Gatling guns, which is pretty cool. They do about 200 damage each per second. The size 4 Gatling is the one on the top. And then the size 3 repeaters are the laser cannons, the one that shoot red. Which is pretty cool. It's a hell of a lot of damage all in one place. It's literally just a power punch. The size 4 does 1,000 damage per second, and the other two do 300 damage per second. So not only are you damaging shields, but you're also scraping through this whatever ship is unfortunate to get in your way. You're scraping through its insides, man. Like, honestly, you'd just be shredding the insides, the materials, and all of the parts. And also, I realised how badly that sounded, so please ignore that whole sentence. You're scraping away at the engines inside of a ship. Let me word it like that instead. Anyways, yeah, there's not really much else to talk about on this ship. It's actually going to be very, very short. It's a very nice looking ship. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. Because, like, okay, I know I like a lot of ships, but at the end of the day, I didn't expect this thing, because, again, first time flying this, I didn't expect this thing to have so many weapons that it would do this much damage all at once. I was expecting it to have a little bit less firepower, but like, I was just completely wrong. I was not expecting it to have this much firepower. I was expecting like light fighter vibes, that kind of thing, but nope, completely wrong. But yeah, it's also a really nice design as well from Drake. It actually looks really nice. It's like the only Drake ship that I actually do see like this. You don't really see any others like this. But where can you buy this thing? Let's talk prices then. Since we've kind of got nothing else to do, because it doesn't really have an interior. It's got a bunch of cannons. It's pretty nice. It's nimble. Got a bunch of a bunch of good components, obviously, which you can swap and change and do what you want with. But where can you buy it? Now, the first place, well, the three main places you can buy this are all in Pyro, funny enough. And you can buy this at Obituary, Checkmate, and Ruin Station. You can buy them all in Pyro for 1.663 million. Or, if you want to go all the way over to Hurston, you can get this for 1.58 million. Which is pretty steep discount if you ask me. It's pretty nice knockoff. It's nearly an extra 100k off your price, but again, that's pretty nice if you ask me. Again, this thing comes with, well, 4 total size 2 missiles, 2 of them being infrared and 2 of them being cross-section, which the infrared do about 2,800 damage, and then the others do 3,400, which is pretty nice. But where can you buy this outside of the game? You can go ahead and hop on the pledge store, and usually during certain events like Drake Defense Con, for instance, or Invictus, you can buy this thing for $110 US, which is actually not bad. Surprisingly, like, I'm actually gonna come out loud and say that, right? Because compared to some of the other ships that are quite heavy and like heavy fighters or medium fighters, things like that, or even light fighters, and they charge about $100, things like that, maybe it's even more than that. This thing smacks a punch right in people's faces, and it's only $110. For like, if we're talking Star Citizen value range, this is bang for your buck right here. Especially for like mercenary missions and bounty missions. So yeah, would I recommend this ship for bounty missions, mercenary missions, and certain PvP areas, things like that? Yeah, absolutely, because it might not have the meta weapons, right, or anything like that, but it's still really good. Like, just straight off the bat. It might not have the best armor and things like that, but if you're a decent flyer, you can avoid people's weapons, you can get behind them very easily and things like that. It's pretty damn good for what you're getting. But yeah, I mean, you can buy this thing in game as well for how much it was. Don't know why it went out of my head there. It was 1.5 million or 1.6 in Pyro. But again, that's cheap enough in game to be able to buy it within a couple of weeks of playing the game if you grind. Maybe even a couple of days depending on who you're with, or even a day, maybe even. But again, this thing is really nice. I actually quite enjoy this ship. I might actually start using it a bit more because, I mean, I'm actually kind of glad that I got this because now it's given me the kind of insight that I needed for myself, but as well as myself, but you guys as well, to see what this ship's like. Slow down, man! Slow down! I kept on pressing W instead of Q. I wasn't looking at my keyboard there for a second, so I literally just pressed W twice instead of pressing any other button to stop it from doing anything. So it literally just rammed the wall. Yeah, let's hop on out, and that's going to be the end of today's video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of this, please subscribe, because then you will stay notified on these videos, and you'll obviously be able to watch the next ones. But if you are planning on buying the game, I would really appreciate it if you go on the store and use my referral code. It would mean a lot to me. So, anyways, with that being said, take care and bye for now.